This story comes to us from apnews.com. The Associated Press takes us to Denver, Colorado, the Mile High City, where officers responded to a domestic violence call on August 5th of this year. Brandon Cole reached into a vehicle and then soon after rushed toward one of them, police said. Thinking he was holding a knife, the officer fired twice, and it was fatal. As it turned out, the object in his hand was a black marker. Denver Police Chief Ron Thomas said during a news conference Monday, as police released graphic body camera video, "This is a tremendous tragedy," he said.
Warning: some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
A father of 3 kids died earlier this month after a Denver police officer shot him. Now the department's police chief is explaining why.
But I think it was just not much time to act before she was overrun by that individual.
Things escalated quickly on August 5th after someone called 911. A caller said a man was going after his son and possibly pushed his wife out of her wheelchair. That's her captured on body camera video.
Now the footage shows a woman sitting on the street next to a wheelchair. She said, don't pull your gun out on my husband, please." Cole seems agitated and said, "Let's go," to the officer, who calls to him using his first name. That officer tries to hit Cole with a stun gun, but only one probe makes contact. Then, of course, it talks about how Cole moved around the parked car toward the other officer, raising his hands to his chest. Now, Chief Thomas says you can see in the video that when she finally deploys her duty weapon, that's deadly force, the person is so close to her that the view of the young child and the other person are not even clear to her. Certainly that was a consideration, but it was just there was not much time to act before she was overrun by the individual. The results of the investigation will be given to the Denver DA's office, which will decide if the officer should face any criminal charges. After that, police will do an investigation to determine if department policies were followed. And I don't know, this is a tough one, man. Ed Obayashi, a use of force consultant to law enforcement agencies and a deputy sheriff and legal advisor in Plumas County, California, said, "I would have taken that shot." Well, remember, he's a deputy sheriff and a law enforcement, use of force consultant to law enforcement. So, of course he's going to say he would have taken that shot. What's he going to say? "Oh, she killed him." Seth Stoughton, a professor at the University of Carolina School of Law and a former police officer, also thought it was reasonable for the officer to believe Cole had a knife. However, he said officials need to look at the positioning of the bystanders and whether they were put in danger by the shots fired. Because remember, they were in the background. And then they say sometimes the appropriate thing to do is get injured or even killed to prevent injury or death of an innocent bystander. So he said cops should just get injured or even killed to prevent the life of other ones. I don't know about that. She can run around the other side and go, aha, lead him away. I don't know. She has feet, right? They do run every day, right? Trained to run. Ebony Cole, the man's wife, has not spoken with investigators, and police have not been able to determine if any domestic violence occurred, but she said that man was a good man. He didn't deserve to be killed. They didn't have to kill him. That's his wife. They're not releasing the name of the officer who shot him, but it's a tough one, man. I mean, the guy's running at her. He's got something sticking out of his hand. You can't really see what it is. He's probably moving too like this. That's a tough one, man. It really is a tough one. I don't know how to call this one for the officer. But them saying, well, she shouldn't have shot because there were bystanders. I get that too. But she should have, got injured or even killed to save the lives of those other people. No, she should have ran and said, come on, buddy, let's get out of here. Come on, this way. Right? I don't know. I wasn't there. This is a tough one.